Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Crochet Bootcamp. It is now day 3, and that means that we're going to be going to go ahead and get into the treble crochet. And honestly, it's not going to be too hard. It's just going to be an extension of what we've already learned in the last episode from the double crochet. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get into it. And before we go ahead and get started into the double crochet, I just want to take a second to go over what we've already learned from the previous 2 episodes. So first, we went ahead and started practicing chains as well as single crochets in our first episode. So this is the foundation for everything else that came after. Second, we had the half double crochet, a little bit larger of a stitch, and we practiced more with yarn overs and having more loops on our hooks. And then finally, this just being one more step than the half double crochet, this is the double crochet. And this the treble crochet today is going to be very similar in style in terms of how you're going to be able to form the height of the stitch. So I'm excited to get started. Let's do this. To get started, we're going to go ahead and need a couple of different items to start. So we're going to need first our yarn. I'm going to be continuing with this skein of Lily Sugar and Cream. It's a cotton yarn, so it's very sturdy. Of course, we have our size 4mm hook that I like using. At the end, we're going to need to cut off our extra string, so I have scissors that we're going to need. And finally, a darning needle so that we can weave in our ends. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to go ahead and get started by grabbing our end of our skein wherever it's at. And just like in the other ones, we are going to start with a row of chains. So we'll go ahead and make our slip knot. Go ahead and put our hook in, and we are going to do 15 as per usual. So let's go ahead and chain 15. Wonderful, that is 15 chained so far. And now from here, the treble crochet is 3 chains tall, so we're going to need to go ahead and chain 3 additional ones. 1, 2, 3. And now what we're going to do, counting the loop that we have on the hook, we're going to count 4 loops to start our treble crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. And then to start this one, we're going to go ahead and yarn over twice. So 1, 2. And then we can use a finger here to secure that in place. But we're going to go ahead and make sure that we're in the right stitch. So right here. And we're going to go ahead and insert our hook, yarn over right here, and pull up a loop. So now right now, we see that we can have 4 loops on the hook. We'll go ahead and yarn over again, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And one more time, yarn over, pull through 2. And we can already see that this is a very tall stitch. So let's go ahead and do that again, just to take it a little bit slow again so that we can see exactly how we form this stitch. So yarn over twice, go into the next available stitch right here, yarn over, pull through that stitch. Now we have 4 loops on our hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Wonderful. Continuing on, we'll do the rest of this row together. So yarn over twice, in the hole, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Perfect. Oh, I was going to do a double crochet there. And you can see that there is a little bit of space between these ones, and this is normal for this stitch, so don't worry about that. Oh. Not my yarn getting caught. And the stitch takes a while to work up, so. I keep wanting to do a double crochet, I have no idea why. Last one. Took forever, I know. Wonderful, and that is a row of treble crochets. So as you can see, this stitch is definitely larger compared to our other ones. If we want to go ahead and just compare one of these stitches to the 10 rows of stitches that we did with the single crochet, yeah, it's about 3 stitches tall, which makes sense. It's a treble crochet 3. So if we want to go ahead and continue, we'll go ahead and do some more rows, and I will meet you back here. I'm not going to do 10 this time just because, that's going to take forever. But I will see you here in a second. Wonderful, and I am back. I went ahead and only did 5 rows of the treble crochet, excuse me, because it just builds up so quickly. I want to show the other stitches just for reference of how fast this, or how large these stitches take, or how large these stitches are, because they definitely take a little bit longer because you're doing more pull throughs with every single stitch that you make. But for reference, this is the double crochet. This has 10 rows, so if we only converted it down to 5 rows, it would be only like here. As well, we have our half double crochets, 10 rows, smaller than 5 rows of treble. And then finally, our single crochets, 10 rows, much smaller than our treble crochets. And it makes sense because we're putting in a lot more steps to be able to just make one stitch with one of these. And yeah, so that is that. And I'm not going to go ahead and cut this because I'm actually going to continue the next episode off of this panel when we go over the slip stitch. So I will go ahead and conclude this video. And that's the treble crochet. So the key takeaway that I want you to take with you for this video is that these crochet stitches are not hard. They just build off of what you already know. So from the single crochet, we know how to do the half double. From the half double, we know how to do the double. From the double, we now know how to do the treble. And then continuing on, we're going to be working into the slip stitch. It's a little bit smaller of a stitch. It's very simple. So I have zero worry that you're going to be able to do it, but it is very important, especially for the upcoming chapters. So make sure that you tune in tomorrow so that we can go over that together. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.